Hello everyone, welcome back to the new video. So we are going to have a summary over here of args and quags in Python. Yes, so we already know that args and quags make the Python more flexible in terms of how argument are passed through a function. So here we use the asterisk symbol with args and quags. Okay, we can use, yes, of course, any other word also instead of args and quags, but by convention we have to write over there args only and quags only. Okay, so let's have a simple let's define a simple function first of all. Like I am defining one function here. Okay, I'm writing here simple add. Okay, I want to add x comma y. Fine. And what I want, it should return to me x plus y. This is what, okay, I have to write here small x and small y. Okay, fine. So what if if I will write this, then what will happen? This is the basic function that I am defining over here. Okay, and after that if I will print this, print add, what is to be added here now? Just suppose I am writing 5 comma 6 brackets close. Okay, so let's run this. And okay, so let's run this program. So we will have the output like I think 11. Yes, of course we should get 11 over here. So this is the basic basic function defining, and here I am passing the simple two arguments. The problem is here we cannot pass more than two arguments over here. To make it more easier, we use the args. With the help of args, we can add as many as here by using the asterisk symbol basically over here. Okay, so we can use args as a parameter over here. Okay, just suppose if, now let me comment it out, and let's define a new function over here. And if I write here def new sum, okay, asterisk symbol, and I used to say that args. Okay, then after that just suppose I have to add any other numbers. Okay, so I want the total. I simply write down over there this one, and I say total is equal to 0. Okay, and after that if I run the for loop for, okay, I in args, then I say total is equal to plus is equal to, it should be I, or you can say number. Okay, anything you can write here. Fine, if I'll write here I, that is also fine. Now after that if I'll write here and I say return, now what I want in return from it, return total. Okay, if after that I have to call my function. Okay, so I will call over here, I will write here print, what was my function name, that is new sum. Okay, and I will give the arguments over here 10, 20, 30. Okay, fine. So after that what I supposed to do, yes, of course, save it, and let's run this and check it. So it is giving me the output 60. So what is the difference over here? What does it mean? This means the parameter that are passed to the new sum function, they are stored in the tuple. Okay, so we can iterate over the args variable. Okay, I hope it is clear to you what I am trying to say. Okay, like I have passed over here three parameters. Okay, if suppose if I'll show you here, wait a minute, let me comment it out so that things are clear, and let me, okay, just suppose if I am writing over here, I am not using the args and I am writing over here 8, okay, and I want to run this again. So what would be the output? Now it is saying that add can take only 2 positional arguments, but 3 were given. So this is the difference over here. If we will use the args here like this way, so we can pass as many as argument as I have written here 3. But if you will not use the arguments, then you can pass only the 2 1, and otherwise it will raise the arrow. Great. I hope it is clear to you what I am trying to tell you over here. Okay. Now the next is, now just suppose if I am taking the list over here. Okay, just suppose and I say okay, I told you about the positional arguments. So let's have a difference between the positional argument and a keyword argument. That is already we have seen in the in the output there was a error, that is positional argument. So when a function is called, values for positional argument must be given, otherwise we will get an error. Okay, if we will not specify the value for a keyword argument, it takes the default value. Fine. So that we already seen in the example, in the previous example. Okay, so second thing is it is possible to use the args and named variable together. Yes, of course it's possible. Fine. So how to do that? That I told you the order also, PADK. Okay, but before moving to that, I simply want to tell you that how to use the now we'll talk about the quags over here. Okay, so let's see the quags. Okay, great. Fine. So what are the meaning of quags over here? So quags collect all the keyword arguments that are not explicitly defined. So it does the same operation as args, but for the keyword arguments. Okay. So quags, we can say that by default quags is an empty dictionary. We can say that. Okay, and it also allows to take the any number of keyword arguments. Fine. So how to do that? Let's have one more example over here. Let's define the function. Okay, I am writing here function and I am writing over here quags. Yes, I told you that you can use any other word also, but by convention we have to write here args and quags only. Okay, so I am writing here like this, print, and I want to print here quags now. Okay, now after that what I want, now I want function. I'll print कर लिया, and after that I want to call my function. Yes, wait a minute, wait. Okay, so I'll call here my function name, this one. Okay, and I'll write here name. What name I want? Just suppose I'm writing here Krishna. Okay, and after that I am writing here age, that is unknown. Okay, great. So if I will run this, then what would be the output? Let's check. Okay, so it is giving me the dictionary, that is name is Krishna and the age is unknown over here. Okay, so this is how we can use it. Okay, fine. Now if just suppose if I want to know the the type, what is it? So what I'll write here, print type, and then I will write here quags. Okay, great. Quags. Fine, let's run it again. Great. So it is telling me that its type is dictionary. Okay, so I hope it is clear now. The one more thing I just would like to tell you, that we can pack and unpack also variables by using the args and quarks. Okay, packing and unpacking is like, if I am using the list over there, so I can unpack that all. Okay, how to do that, let's see here. Just suppose if I am taking your one list, L1 is equal to, I'm writing here some numbers, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, just suppose. Now after that, what I'll do, I will simply write down print 1. Okay, if I'll write like this, print L1, so what would be the output here? Great. So this would be my output. Okay, so it will print the same thing over here. Fine, but how to unpack that? If I want to unpack that, I would like to use, or I have to use here, that is star asterisk symbol over here. If I will run it again, so you can see my that list is unpacked. It is, if we put an asterisk before the list, that is L1, the values in the list will be unpacked and stored in the args tuple separately. I hope it is very clear to you. Okay, if you want, if you want to, you can say unpacked together, if we pass the multiple iterables, that has to be unpacked together with the single element. So how to do that, let's see that also. Okay, let me comment it out. Great. Okay, so how to do that, let's define one function, func1. Okay, then after that I will write here, just suppose, let me take L2. Okay, one is, suppose I am taking here 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and the another is another, I am taking the tuple over here. Okay, tuple 1, I'll write here like this. Fine, so I'm using here A, then B, okay, then C. Okay, now what I want to do over here, just suppose simple, the same thing, I want to print it. I will write here print, what is to be printed now? Yes, I will print list, that is I will write here L2, and after that tuple start, I have written here tuple 2. Great. Okay, and after that, if I will write here like 5 comma 6, okay, so what will happen? Let's run that and see. Control S. Okay, so why it is showing the error? Okay, here I have to write 1. Great. Now if I will run this, I'll get the output. You can see here I have passed the multiple iterables, and they are unpacked all together with a single element. Great, isn't it? Okay, so we can do the packing and unpacking with the keyword arguments as well. Okay, I think it is clear to you what we have learnt over here. We have learnt that there are two types of arguments in a function. One is positional argument and another one is keyword argument. Number 2, when a function is called, values for the positional argument must be given. Keywords arguments are optional. Number 3, star args collect the positional arguments that are not explicitly defined and store them in a tuple. Number 4, double asterisk symbol with quarks does the same as args, but for keyword arguments. Okay, Python does not allow positional arguments to follow keyword arguments. So we first declare positional arguments and then the keyword arguments. I hope this much is clear to you what I am trying to tell you. Okay, one thing that I want to repeat, that was the order PADK that we already done in the previous video. Okay, so order should be maintained over there. First is normal parameter, then args, then default parameter, then keyword, then quarks. Okay, so this PADK should be followed. Okay, if you will change this order, you will get an error. I hope it is clear to you. See you soon in the next video. If you liked my video, kindly share, like and subscribe my channel. Do support my channel. Thank you.